is it toxic or is it a tonic?
Okay, so this is where I struggle a little bit because how do I know that it's not my own stuff? Like, let's say I have an issue with my body image and I'm insecure about, I perceive myself to be fat. And then I think when somebody else is talking about body image stuff, that they are referring to me. So it's a direct attack on me when maybe the other person doesn't mean that at all. And I walk away from that interaction feeling like they made a dig at me when it had nothing to do with me. It was just their own stuff.
So how do you know when it's toxic and how do you know when it's just triggering for you?
Yes.
I think you'd probably see toxic friends will be toxic across the board, usually. Generally, you'll be able to identify somebody as toxic in a friendship or as a boss or as a parent or as your sibling or as a romantic relationship. Usually it will be somebody who is not very considerate of you. They'll be much more involved with themselves. They will probably make much of the conversation either about themselves or if it's about you, there'll be an edge of they're putting you down, they're judging you, they're baiting you. This is quite a general thing. Obviously, it gets quite subtle. If other people don't find that person upsetting or toxic, then there's definitely something for you to look at and go, what is it about this person that triggers me? And I think that's the main question anyway that you and I are going to be discussing, because I'm saying that I teach self-loving decision making, which means that you're always needing to pause in the moment of any choice you make. And that choice can be, do I feel like seeing this person? Do I want to leave early? Do I still want to be friends with this person? You do need to check in with yourself. At the end of the day, what's toxic or not toxic for you, you are the only one who can know that.
Is there ever an answer that goes something like, well, this is not necessarily a toxic relationship or a toxic friendship. It's just a friendship where people are interacting and people are being people. And it's just an imperfect one because no friendships or relationships are ever perfect. And how do I know that it's one where I might be losing out by labeling it toxic? I feel like walking away is a very easy answer. It's an easy and a difficult answer. It's difficult because, it's obviously painful and you did see something in the person that you wanted to be friends with. But it's also easy because it doesn't acknowledge that the other person is human and you are human and no relationships are going to be perfect.
True.
And it's so easy I see that on Instagram so much, like you just label, this is the year I'm going to walk away. But if you walk away from everyone, then you're not going to have any friends left.
Yeah.
So how do I know that it's really a toxic relationship? I mean, you did describe that, but a bit more like in the nuance, or whether it's a friendship that I want to maybe work on and fix.
You know what I love about what you're saying and the way that you're asking it, and you haven't said it explicitly, maybe you did, but I feel like what you're asking is, if I walk away, I'm also giving up an opportunity for self-development, right? If you're with a situation or a person who triggers you and it really is your issue, like you were speaking about the weight thing. If you always avoid anything that mentions your weight, you're going to be avoiding a lot of stuff. And you're never going to have the opportunity to heal a place that's obviously a sensitive area for you. So if you are a short, or height challenged human and you hate short jokes or you hate being around people who make you feel shorter, you're going to be avoiding a lot of people. If you're insecure about any part of yourself, you're going to land up avoiding things as opposed to dealing with them and growing and becoming more whole and stronger. So I think, in a way, a short answer to your complex question is you're not looking for once-off instances. If your friend's having a bad day, or if they've lost their parent and they're having a patch where they're really in a funk and they don't have capacity to help you, or they're overwhelmed with work, or they have financial stress and they treat you not as considerately as you'd like, or they're quite snappy with you during that period of time, that's just relationships. That's humans being humans. But if you generally still feel loving of the person and you understand they're in a tough patch, that's fine. And that's something to work through. But what you're looking for is patterns. If somebody consistently treats you in a derisive way, they consistently bait you, you find out that they're speaking behind your back, they're saying stuff behind you that they wouldn't say to your face. You try and have conversations to resolve an issue with them and they won't talk to you, or they make you feel like you're crazy. They gaslight you. They go, no, it's nothing wrong. No, you're just imagining it. You must be having a bad day. When you consistently walk away from that person feeling not good, that we could define as toxic. And I also don't think we should be so quick to jump and go, this is toxic, and label it. It's just this maybe, excuse me, maybe a kinder way of saying it is, this is not good for me. This is not serving me. This is not nourishing me. Therefore, I will remove myself from it. Not, you're toxic, I'm going to ghost you.
Or I'm going to cancel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's toxic in itself.
Thanks for listening today. I hope you found today's episode insightful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend. Subscribing helps a new podcast like ours immensely. And until next time, don't be a sheep, keep questioning, stay curious, and never stop exploring the extraordinary.